This week, I'm going to tell you about the time that I put a mask back on without even realizing when I was preparing to do my TED Talk. And in this story, I'm going to share with you a specific tool, a specific resource that can help you make sure that if a mask ever ends up back on your face, you know it and you can take it off. So I'm at home and I'm preparing for my TED Talk and I'm reading a book on how to give a great TED Talk. And so, as most of you know, my TED Talk was all about authenticity. So I'm figuring out how can I share this message about authenticity in a way that connects with my audience and with everybody around there. So I'm reading this book and there's all these different tips and tricks on how to give a great TED Talk. And so I'm starting to sit there and go, okay, I don't know if I'm doing these things. I want to make sure that I'm successful. And then I put the book down. And that night, I go to my 12-step meeting. I go to my home group. And I'm in my home group, and I'm actually not listening to what people are sharing. And I'm thinking about my TED Talk. And then actually I start listening to what people are sharing, and I decide that I have something to contribute. So I say, hi, I'm Mike, and I'm a drug addict. And I start sharing. And by the time I'm done, I'm like, man, that was a good share, dude. And that is going to be a great piece of my TED Talk. Feeling pretty good about myself, feeling pretty awesome. At the end of the meeting, two of my best friends in the world, Kate and Charlie, come up to me and they're like, dude, what was that share all about? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, it sounded like you were rehearsing your TED Talk. And I was like, actually, I was, now that you mention it. And they started to tell me about how it didn't sound like me. It didn't sound authentic. That I wasn't sharing like an addict in a 12-step meeting. I was trying to be like a person in the book that I'd been reading earlier. The irony is that my talk was about authenticity. My intent was to be authentic, and somehow the mask grew back on my face without me even realizing it. And this is why it's so important, in my opinion, to be living the life of being mask-free and leading mask-free with other people. Because we are going to grow the mask back on our face without even realizing it. And we need other people that are committing to living mask-free in order to point that out. And so then I spent about an hour and a half, because I was trying to be successful in my TED Talk, talking to them and saying, well, this is what I'm trying to say. You know me. What do you think is true to me? Like, what would I actually say here? And that ended up being the TED Talk. And I swear, if I had done the talk that I learned how to do out of the book, I'd have like 5 viewers and nobody would be watching this video. But because my friends that are committed to living mask-free pointed out the mask that was on my face that I didn't even realize was there, that TED Talks now have over 1 million views in over 25 countries. And so if you're somebody who, despite your best intentions, you want to live mask-free, and you want to practice rigorous authenticity, and you want to be transparent, but sometimes you find yourself actually going back to an old habit, putting that mask back on, I would encourage you to seek out and find other people that are intentionally living mask-free. We have a Facebook group where you can go there, where we have over 150 professionals that are living mask-free, encouraging each other, but you can find a different community for you if you want. But the key is you find other people that are committed to living mask-free and you give them permission to point out when you're wearing a mask. That way it's not all on you. And so if you liked what you heard today, if this story inspired you in any way, if you're somebody that's looking to be encouraged in order to not wear a mask, please follow me at Michael Brody-Waite and give me feedback and let me know if this video inspired or impacted you, so that I know what I'm doing is making an impact, and more importantly, I know how to best serve you guys so that you can live and lead mask-free.